sorry. Hello. Thank you. I'm so honored to be here. I'm Tamar Shwartz. Do you hear me? Hello. Do you hear me now? I'm so honored to be here. I'm Tamar Shwartz, and I'm the CEO of Woman Spirit. I'm privileged to be the CEO of Woman Spirit. Woman Spirit focuses on rewriting the story of women survivors of abuse. We are an Israeli nonprofit that promotes the economic independence of women survivors of abuse and strives for social justice and gender equality. Our work with women survivors of abuse is based on the notion that financial independence, the minister talked about it, is an integral part of women's well-being. Woman Spirit focuses on gender-based violence in general and economic abuse in particular. We have been promoting change and legislation on economic abuse in Israel since 2007. We build awareness via education, including conferences, lectures, workshops, and social media campaigns. Women's Spirit finds itself during these times in a difficult and complex situation. Our professional department accompanies, assists, and supports women survivors of abuse, which deals with PTSD, post-trauma disorder, through the development of economic independence and occupational rehabilitation. The work is carried out through social workers and volunteer mentors, especially trained to work with post-traumatic women. In this tense period, our presence and support are crucial, especially when considering the unimaginable burden falling on the shoulders of the local authorities in Israel. We work with women who have experienced abuse at home, and the current situation in Israel dramatically increases the symptoms of the PTSD that they suffer from. Those women are currently experiencing a trauma within a trauma, a personal trauma in addition to a collective trauma. For them, it is now dangerous and unsafe, both inside and outside their home. We at Women's Spirit are witnessing an alarming increase in the emotional stress among the women that we assist. Times of crisis affect women unequally due to economic disparities and gender division of labor. Majorly, women make less money than men, unfortunately. And statistically, women are the first to go on unpaid leave or to lose their job in war times. Moreover, gender-based violence is rising, and it is important to understand that in emergency times, both throughout the world and also in Israel, domestic violence increases. Victims of violence are women who suffer from post-trauma. When all the news and the social media are filled 24/7 with the horrific description of the war, the post-trauma and all the triggers of these women come alive and overwhelm them. In addition, in the months of October and November 2023, there were no educational frameworks for the children, so the mothers had to stay at home with the children, so they were not paid their salary for these months. Many of them also found themselves without work due to the war and even without a place to stay because they were evacuated from their homes because of the war. For this and other reasons, we found ourselves with our participant who entered a surviving mode, both emotionally and concretely. Therefore, our mode of operation has changed from occupational rehabilitation, which works mainly on the cognitive level, which is what we do on a regular basis, to an emergency action mode, mainly massive emotional support and concrete help. We even reached the point of distributing food packages to the women, which is not a practice we follow on a regular basis. As an NGO with a status of special advisor to the UN, we must speak out loud and clear on national and international platform. Our mission is to emphasize the special economic implication of the war on women in general and on women survivors of abuse especially. those who are exposed to danger both outside and inside their homes. They are the home front. We must not forget them. At the International Day of Elimination of Violence Against Women in November 25th, we participate in a committee in the Israeli parliament named Crimes Against Humanity by Hamas. Horrifying pieces of evidence were exposed to us, and we are obligated to continue and share this information globally. Women's Spirit has also participated in a special conversation with the CEDAW committee, where we emphasize the situation of women victims of violence in Israel in times of war. We will not let these events to be forgotten, and we will not allow them to be rewritten. And I will end on a personal note. Excuse me for being a little bit emotional. Besides our participants, we, the workers and the volunteers of Women's Spirit, are also subject to a great stress that the war brings with it. Unfortunately, among our families and friends, there are also kidnapped people and people that were murdered and killed. There is almost no family in Israel that is not related in some way to the terrible cost of the war. And I want to tell you something about me. Personally, I'm a bereaved mother. I regret to tell you that I lost my personal daughter 2 years ago due to cancer. I find myself volunteering a lot with newly bereaved families who have now been added to the terrible circle, and I see this as a mission and a purpose in my life. Thank you so much.